Hi everyone, I just wanted to share with you a quick tutorial about our kinetic energy versus mass and speed common learning experience from Unit 2. That's what you see right here on the screen. Now there's three tabs of this. The overview is just kind of the directions. Your data table is where you'll be collecting some of your information. You can see that mine is already all filled out. And the last tab here is the graphs you're going to create and the questions. I just want to run through how to create those graphs in the first place. So what we can do, we'll start off by the speed versus kinetic energy graph. If I highlight all of this, I can either go to Insert and Chart, or just come over here to the chart icon. They both do the same thing. Now you notice right away that it's going to spit out this for me. I don't really want a column chart. The best thing we can do is scroll down here and go to scatter chart. That's going to give us our best information. And we notice both of these, for some reason, are trying to be graphed at the same time. We don't really want that. So we're going to get rid of speed as one of the variables we're looking at. And we're actually going to turn that into our data for the x-axis. Now, for some reason, this is acting a little bit strange. We're going to highlight all the way from B1 down to B6, which contains all of our data, and hit OK. And you can see now at the bottom, we have everything that fits nicely here. Now, there's some customization for this thing that we'd like to do to make it look just a little bit better. The first thing is your axis and titles. Your horizontal axis down here is actually speed. So we're going to type in speed there, and we'll see that pops up right in this spot. We can change this then to the vertical axis, and we say we want to call this kinetic energy. Let's see if that pops up too. You can also change the chart title. Right now, honestly, we don't really even need one. This one's okay, speed and kinetic energy. Well, I can get rid of the one, I guess, if we really wanted to, but it just shows the relationship of what we're doing. All right, the next thing that we can do is the vertical axis here is right here. It's kind of smashing all of our data because it's including a 0. So if we come right here to the minimum value and we look, and we said the lowest number is going to be right here at 1,723, and there are decimal places there. So if we set the minimum at 1,700, it gives us a nice space for our graph, makes it look just a little bit better. The next thing, and kind of the last thing that we really want to do with this, if we click on series, we can apply a trend line to this. Now, the trend line automatically defaults to linear, which means it's just going to try to be a straight line. What we want to do is actually get the one that's the best fit. Now, I'm going to cheat just a little bit because I know the answer to this, but if we go to polynomial, and we have a 2-degree polynomial, which means it's like an x squared sort of a situation, we can look at this thing and notice that it goes right directly through all of our data points. So that's really the absolute best fit we can get out of this. And what we would see if we had even more data here is this is actually a curved line. It's not perfectly straight, and it looks pretty straight. It's actually curving upwards towards the top. Then the last little part is just to make this fit in our box. You can just kind of resize everything and stay it where it belongs. You can do the same exact thing for our other graph. Click that. I'm going to go through this one just a little bit faster this time because we've already done it once. We say we don't want a column, scatter plot. We can get rid of mass here, but we want to add that as the x-axis. We highlight all those. It looks really good now. Come over to customize. We can do our titles. Our vertical axis, again, is kinetic energy. Our horizontal axis this time is going to be mass. And then lastly, we come on to series and we can do another trend line. And this time, if we notice, linear does fit and it hits every single one of those points. So linear is the correct trend line for that. So that's how you set up the graphs for Common Learning Experience 1 in Unit 2.